Hey Storyteller Squad, welcome back to another episode of the Tragic Tales Legacy Challenge. If you didn't watch the last episode, please go watch it because honestly, I am at a loss for words with the last episode. So much went on, it was really crazy. So, in the last episode, Dowon and Yaretzi had a huge argument about his dad, and it just went a really bad direction. So Dowon, he is a child. He's only probably about 10 years old. He literally ran down the street away from home, pretty much ran away from home for a few hours, and he met up with Lonnie, his dad, and they hung out a little bit, and it was just kind of cute, but then it got really bad because Yaretzi showed up and she just got into a huge argument with Lonnie and then got into an argument also with Dowon. And instead of continuing to argue, her and Lonnie ended up going and woohooing with the Wicked Whims mod. So, yeah, they went and woohooed in the bathroom and it was crazy. I can't believe Yaretzi wants to woohoo with Lonnie after everything that's happened between them. I don't know if she still has feelings for him. I mean, she possibly could because she still has been wearing the ring this whole entire series. So, I mean, she might still have some wandering feelings underneath, but I think in the end, she knew that she wasn't going to be able to commit to the relationship because she just wasn't in that same place as he was. And they both, kind of wanted different things in that time. And then also at that time. And then also they lived in different places. So it just wasn't going to work out that way. But now that they have a child together, I don't know what's going to happen. Now that, Dowon's older, I think that he really wants to be close with Lonnie. So we're just going to have to see what we're going to do. I have a little bit of a storyline planned for Dowon for when he's a teenager. If he really wants to spend time with Lonnie and get closer with him, have a father and son relationship. So we'll just see, but y'all are going to definitely have to let me know your thoughts because I am just really enjoying Tragic Tales and there's a lot of drama going on. So we'll just see where all of this takes us. Okay, so Yaretzi is over here and she's still at the art gallery, as you can see. I think she needs to come over here and have her a drink because after everything that's went down, I think she needs one. So she's going to come get her a cheap drink. She's going to come get her a vodka soda. And I don't know if Lonnie's still hanging around here, but we could talk to Lonnie a little bit. I think he might have went home by now. I mean, that's kind of smart. He does have a full-on ranch to take care of, so that makes a lot of sense. I think Yaretzi just needs to cool off after everything that's happened with Dowon. I think Dowon is out of control, and she doesn't really know how to take care of him. And I think maybe Dowon could go to therapy. I think that could help him a little bit, but I think overall he's still got some, gonna still have some, drama, some trauma from growing up with Yaretzi because Yaretzi has been neglectful, and I don't think that Yaretzi really wants to take responsibility for that, so to speak. I think she just still, I think she feels guilty in a way, but I don't think she's gonna own up to the fact that she has done this to her child. I think it'll be a harsh reality for her if he did go to therapy and found out that he has some sort of underlying issue. So, let's see. The mixologist quit on us. Why did the mixologist leave? I mean, they're being so lazy. We were just gonna get our drink on and they left. That's so sad. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have her maybe just go out. I don't really want her to go out with Bjorn, so to speak, because her and Bjorn have had a really toxic relationship. I mean, Yaretzi's relationships in general have just been full of toxicity. I mean, her and Lonnie definitely are still kind of toxic, even though they have amazing compatibility and are very attracted to each other. But, I am just all about going and seeing where my game goes, so we're gonna just go with it. Maybe we could invite Lonnie out again. I mean, this has been a lot to process for me, and I bet it's been a lot for Yaretzi as well to kind of process this whole thing with Dowon about like him running off and meeting up with Lonnie for the first time, meeting his dad and all that. So I think maybe they just need to like go out together. So maybe we can go into the social and we can go and just go out with him. Maybe we could go and ask to create a hangout. We're not going to ask on a date right now. We're just going to go ask Lonnie to go hang out. So we're going to tell him to meet us somewhere and we're going to go and chill for a bit and kind of talk about things. Oh, she has earned 448 simoleons on her day off. That's good. Let's see. Where do we want to go? I think we're gonna go somewhere in the city, and then we're just going to have some food. We're gonna have some drinks, and we're gonna be friendly. And then I think that's it. I think that's all we're gonna do. Maybe we'll be a little romantic, but that's not an option because this is a hangout session. So I think we're just gonna stick to the friendly socials for right now and see how that goes. Okay, let's just go to karaoke bar. Let's go to Planet Honey Pop. That'll be fine. So we'll see how this goes. I really want Lonnie and Yaretzi to have a serious talk. I think they need to, stop flirting with each other for a minute and stop, getting in each other's pants and actually have a real conversation and go and talk about their son because this is important. And Lonnie, please put some clothes on. You're gonna freeze. I know it's warm in Chestnut Ridge, but you need to make sure that you stay warm here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this on him. And then we're going to go ahead and have them come inside and get some drinks. Let's just go in here. And we're gonna order drinks for the group. We're gonna just order something kind of cheap maybe. We're definitely not getting that drink that we got last time on her blind date because literally that just caused a lot of problems. We're not gonna get sex on the beach either because that's just kind of flirty and I don't want her to be in more of a flirty mood. Let's just get maybe a screwdriver. I mean, that's kind of expensive, but it's fine. I'm sure she'll get more money from work, so it'll be okay. We're gonna come in here and do that. I mean, Lonnie, are you gonna come inside and actually hang out with us? We actually need to talk about things. Okay, good. He's coming in here. I don't want anybody intruding on our conversation, so we might just have to find somewhere a little secluded to come and sit down. But she's so excited to be drinking drinks. This lady, Anya, needs to go away for right now because we are trying to have a real conversation with our ex, with our baby daddy. So, let's see. We could recap the woohoo. We could be I'm not gonna lie to you, Lonnie. That woohoo session was very spicy and I did enjoy it quite a lot, but I mean, we need to seriously talk about, Dowon's behavior because Dowon was out of line. But she's like, you know, I have been thinking about us a little bit, Lonnie. I mean, I can't lie to you and say that I don't feel the compatibility between us. We do have some spark still, and whenever we were getting engaged, I was just in a different place than you. And, it's not that I didn't love you. I do. It's just been complicated. I mean, I had a lot of family issues going on and I didn't want you to be a part of it. And I knew that you needed to be going and taking care of the ranch, so I just kind of, let you be. Just let you go take care of that. And Lonnie's like, I understand, Yaritza. I know that you had stuff going on with your family and you couldn't commit to me at the time. But I love you. I'm here for you. I want to be here for Dowon, whatever he needs. And, whatever you think is best is best. And she's like, well, I kind of want to think about us. I want to think about us, what's best for us and him. And so they're going to talk about that a little bit. I think, honestly, Yaritza is kind of thinking about if her and Lonnie being together again when she becomes an adult, when she starts to decide to be a little bit of a better person and a better mom. And all that, if maybe it would help Dowon a bit if they do get back together. And I mean, it's not like she doesn't want to. She absolutely does. I can feel it. I can feel that she has that, strong bond with him still. So this says they had that broken engagement still. Not all diamonds last forever. It appears this engagement ended badly, but they still have amazing compatibility, and they're very satisfied in their romance life right now, and they're very attracted to each other. So, but Lonnie is still feeling hurt. Lonnie feels wronged by Yaretzi, and being around Yaretzi will remind Lonnie of that pain. So maybe, Yaretzi is kind of feeling like she wants to get back together with him, maybe. But Lonnie's probably still not over the whole broken engagement thing. I think that's probably why he's been so distant. He didn't really want to step on Yaritza's toes because Yaritza's been pretty independent. So he just kind of let her do her thing. And he didn't want to get hurt further as well. I mean, that makes sense. When you get, your heart broken after being engaged, it just makes sense that you don't want to talk to that person, even if that person has had a baby with you. So I think that's what's going on right now. And Lonnie's just like, Yaritza, I want you to know I am going to be here, but I just don't think, we should get together again because we just might hurt each other. I mean, I enjoyed that woohoo too. It was really fun and everything, but I think it's best that we just think about Dowon. And I think Dowon, maybe he should come live with me. And she's like, well, I don't disagree with you. She's like, I mean, that could be good for him, I guess. But maybe wait till he's done with elementary school. Like, maybe whenever he's a teen, then he can come live with you. And he's like, okay, I mean, I think that's a good idea. So they've made a decision that they're probably just going to keep things between them like friendly, even if they do kind of have subtle flirts here and there, because they do kind of have feelings for each other still. And I mean, right now, they both have screwdrivers in their hands, so they are a bit tipsy. So, yeah, I think for the most part, Yaritza needs to find somebody else, like find somebody who, is not Lonnie and things aren't so complicated. So yeah, but I think they just decided that, when Dowon is a teenager, that they're going to just have him move in with um, Lonnie. So I think that's going to be a good plan of action. I think that'll help him get away from Yaritza and them kind of cool things off between each other and not be so heated. And maybe that'll help him emotionally too. Be living on a ranch and just relaxing a bit. That'll be fun. So, I mean, not that living on a ranch is like all relaxation, which he's probably going to end up learning that, but he's going to be enjoying riding horses and stuff. That's definitely going to be relaxing. But where did he go? Okay, he's right here. He's just like over here drinking his drink. Girl, oh my gosh. What is that on your face? Girl, why didn't you clean yourself up before you came here? Oh my gosh, girl, you have some stuff on your face. You need to like go and wash that off. Oh my gosh, I wish there was like a wash face option for young adults as well, but there isn't. So she's just gonna have to like try to like help herself a little bit. We don't need to trim. We just need to freshen up a little bit, girl. Get that stuff off your face. Oh my gosh. She's kind of liking it. She's like, I worked hard at what I did. Oh my gosh. Girl, please. Nobody needs to see your essence of woohoo, okay? Nobody needs to know what's went on between you and Lonnie. Okay, good. She got that off of her face. Perfect. Alright, well, she is already pretty tipsy, so I think we're just going to maybe have them just sit over here and um, let's just sit together. Let's just sit together and just kind of chill and hang out for a little bit longer. Girl, get out of the bathroom. People have to go pee. I think this lady is pregnant. She needs to go and take care of herself. Okay, Lonnie, Lonnie, let's just like maybe, um, what can we do? let's just maybe ask to just be friends. Maybe that would be the best plan. I'm not really sure right now. I mean, I think that's what they kind of talked about already. Let's just go and ask to just be friends. Okay. So she's gonna be like, so are we just being friends then? And Lonnie's like, yeah. I think that's what's best for both of us. I think we both just need to move on with somebody new. And I think we just need to focus on Dowon. And, you know, I do care about you and I do love you still, but I think it's just best. We are toxic. And she's like, okay, if that's what you think's right, then we'll do that. Alright, so they cooled off their romantic relationship. Oh, they've decided to cool it off. Oh gosh. I mean, that was a big decision. I mean, that kind of shows maturity on both of their sides. It just shows that Yaretzi has grown as a woman and that, you know, she's thinking about her kids finally, which is a good sign. Oh my gosh, hey Yaritza, I think Mariko Takashi is pretty cute. Should I ask her out? Oh my gosh. So this is the guy that Yaritza actually went on a blind date with that wasn't the guy in the hot dog costume. This was the guy that she actually went on a date with off a screen. And they did work out pretty well. I mean, she did just kind of hook up with him, but they did have a bit of compatibility. So I was going to see how things went with them, but apparently he's kind of being a hole, so to speak. So he apparently wants to go and be with this Mariko girl. So we're just gonna say, do what your heart tells you, cause you know we were gonna have something with you, but apparently you want to go be a jerk. So um, okay, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and go home now because they did decide what they wanted to do about Dowon. So as soon as Dowon is a teenager, he's gonna actually go and live with Lonnie for a bit, and then once he is a young adult, he'll probably go off and do whatever else he wants to do with his life. So I think that'll be good. It'll be healthy for him to go and learn the ranch life. I think that's what Lonnie thinks. You know, he'll learn hard work and you know, he'll bond with the horses and stuff, and it'll be nice. So, you know, Yaritza's all about that. She's like trying to become a better mom, and, you know, it kind of shows. Okay, so Yaritza is actually back at the apartment. So now she actually is here and she sees this guy, and his name is Leon Naylor. And so Leon actually is a archaeologist. He has been exploring different places, different tombs and stuff like that, trying to learn about ancient life. And so he actually decided to come to the city for a little bit because he ran out of money and he needs a place to stay. And so he's kind of like over here trying to talk Yaritza into letting him stay here. And I mean, Yaritza's going to be all for it because I think Yaritza thinks he's pretty cute. Let's see what she thinks about him. So this says that she actually has bad compatibility with him. Based on their likes and dislikes, these Sims have bad social compatibility. Their affinity from the start won't be great, but it could certainly be worse. While building a friendship will be a challenge for them, that doesn't mean it's not worth trying, but she's very attracted to him. So in other words, they don't really match up with their likes, what they like to do and stuff. Like he's into archaeology and she's into like partying, drinking. So like he's a more serious sim, I think. I think he has the snob trait, so he's definitely a lot more put together than her. So they definitely are really different in that kind of way. So I don't know. We're gonna just have her talk to him a little bit and see how it goes. We're gonna just say, well, if you need somewhere to stay, you're welcome to stay here for a little bit because I feel like, you know, Yaritza's trying to turn over a new leaf, and I think this could be a chance for that. Oh my god, she's already kind of bored with her talking. That is so rude. Dude, you're the one that's come to me for a place to stay. Like, we're not broke. You are. So, she learned that he actually has a charisma skill, which, I mean, he seems like he would be charismatic. Let's just also complain about the snow and ask him, like, you know, are you sure you don't have like a friend that you could stay with or anything? And he's like, no, all my friends don't live here. And she's like, well, the snow is pretty big out there. He's like, yeah, so can I stay here? And she's like, well, I guess so, if you're sure you don't have anyone else to stay with. Okay, so they're talking a little bit, just getting to know each other. I guess this man is going to stay here with us, even though he's bored of us. So we're going to have him come in here, and I don't know where he's going to sleep. I don't think they'll want to sleep in the same bed. They don't have any romance or anything. I was actually going to have them have a little romance, but um, they don't have good compatibility. Oh my gosh. He's over here panicking about the mouse. Well, I mean, that's something that him and Yaretzi definitely have in common. They both don't like the mice. Oh my gosh. Look at Dowon. Dowon's like, who is this man in the house? Who is this strange man coming over here in our apartment? Oh my gosh. This is not going to go over well with Dowon because I bet Dowon thinks that Yaretzi is going to have something with Leon, and that's just kind of going to make Dowon really upset. Like, Dowon doesn't understand romance and all that because he's just a child, but in a way, he kind of understands because he's super smart. Like, he knows that his parents aren't together, and that makes him really upset. Like, they don't get along as well and stuff like that. So, I think that just makes him feel really out of place, thinking that his mom is going to be close with some other man. But yeah, we're gonna have her come in here and we're gonna tell him, sorry about all the mice and stuff. We've been trying to get the landlord for a long time to, like, take care of this problem, but they apparently don't want to do it. So, we're gonna come in here and tell him, well, we'll try to get you a little place for you to lay your head. We're gonna try to get you like a little sleeping bag. He's like, I don't like this place. He's like, it's horrible. Why don't you take care of your dang rodent problem? She's like, we've been trying. I just told you. The landlord sucks. He's like, okay, well, try to find me somewhere that's not going to have roaches all over it. She's just like, this man is so stuck up. She's like so over it right now. They aren't even getting along that well. They're just kind of being casual. How is Paxton doing? Paxton needs to go to the bathroom, so I think I'm just going to have him use his diaper for right now. And Dowon actually needs to go pee, so I'm going to have him go and use the restroom. But yeah, I'm sure Dowon is really annoyed that there is some strange man here. Like, he's probably not going to get along with him very well. I think I am actually going to have him come over here and rile up at him. I mean, he's already complaining to Yaretzi about all the problems with this apartment, and Yaritza's just trying to distract him a little bit and joke with him. And he's just trying to critique everything. And I think Dowon's just getting so annoyed with him being here. So he's going to literally, like, say hi and just come over here and be mean to him. He's going to come and mock his outfit. He's also going to come and downplay his stress. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's arguing with a child. Oh my gosh, Leon. Leon, he's just a kid. Why you gotta be that way? Oh my gosh, Leon can't help but feel frustrated about Dowon and Katori clinging to the other side of that argument. In a perfect world, they both would have just let it rest and talked about something else. Could this mean that Leon dislikes arguments? I bet he does, for sure. I mean, he's a snob, so you'd think that snobs get in arguments very easily. But I think that he just doesn't like that. I think he likes to, kind of be by himself. I think he might be a little bit of a loner. Oh my gosh. But it took a lot for him to probably ask to, like, stay here because he doesn't even know Yaritza or anybody. So, let's see. Why don't I just have Dowon come over here and get him some food and stop yelling at Leon and making things worse? Yaritza's like, he's so out of control. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to, like, get him to calm down a little bit. I'm gonna get him into therapy or something. And Leon's like, well, you should teach your child not to yell at guests. Alright, well, let's just get a sleeping bag. Let's just get a sleeping bag for Leon. Maybe that'll calm him down a little bit. I mean, he wants to talk about how Dowon's being rude and stuff, but he literally is being rude too. He's been complaining to Yaretzi since he got here. Even though he's the one that was asking for a place to stay, and now he wants to complain. We could have just let him lay outside in the snow on the street, but we didn't. I mean, Yaretzi's trying to be nice and have him a place to stay, but he's not being very helpful. Let's just get this sleeping bag for him. It's not a very good one, but I think that'll be fine for right now. And if he complains anymore, maybe Yaritza should just kick him out. I mean, they have bad compatibility anyway. I mean, I made him to be kind of potentially a forever partner for Yaritza, but since they aren't getting along, I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. So Leon, why don't you go take care of yourself and just go to sleep? You know, like give us all a rest and go lay down. Maybe he's just tired from all his archaeology exploration. I guess that could be possible. I mean, it is probably hard work going and trying to clean up artifacts and stuff. Oh gosh, girl, what's wrong with you? Oh, she's just tired. Okay, well, let's just have you go to bed, girl. And we're going to go and have Dowon go to sleep as well. And then we're going to have Paxton go to sleep too after he gets him a little bit of food. I know he's not going to want to eat this, but it's all we have right now. Leon, what's wrong with you? Oh my gosh, he's just really unhappy. Oh, my back from slumbering in a sleeping bag. Who knew sleeping on the floor could hurt so much? Oh, great. He's complaining. He just keeps on complaining like he's cute and everything. Like, but he's a jerk. He is a literal jerk. So we need to, like, just come over here and, you know what? I think she's kind of annoyed with him. You know what? I think she's going to come over here and tell him to shut up. Tell him to stop complaining because he literally asked to stay here. She's going to be like, listen, if you don't stop complaining, you're out, alright? I'm tired of you complaining about every single dang thing. It's so annoying. He's like, I can't help it that you don't have a nice place to stay. And, you know, you could have fixed it up before I even stayed here. She's like, I didn't know you were coming. Okay, I don't even know you very well. You just literally showed up at my apartment and was like in need, so I was trying to help you. But you're being an a-hole. So like what am I supposed to do? Like ask you to leave. Let's just also brush him off a little bit and be like, I don't like the way you're acting and treating my kids too. He's like, well, from the looks of it, you don't really treat your kids good anyway. And she's like, don't say that stuff to me. Like, you have no right to say that. Oh my gosh, they're just getting in a major argument right now. Like, literally, he is like, you need to just stop talking to me that way. I am a guest. You're supposed to treat me right. She's like, in my book, you aren't even a guest because I never invited you. And he is just staring her down, looking at her all mean. And she's not looking too happy either. Let's just like come over here and tell him. Let's just come over here and kick him in the crotch. You know what? She's done with his attitude. She said, your attitude sucks. And you know what? I'm done with you staying here. You need to go. Oh! She literally just kicked him in between the legs and said, get out. Like, you have overstayed your welcome. You have been treating me bad and my children, so you need to get out. Just go. Oh my gosh. Oh, he looks like he's scared. Oh gosh, well, he just needs to go. You know what? We're done. We're done with this. Let's just go and remove him from the household. Let's just go ahead and tell him to get out. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, he's literally like hurting so bad and he's so pissed off. Oh my gosh. The kids are literally awake. Oh, what's wrong with him? Oh, this says icky from eating food. Gross, yuck, that food was not good. Oh, poor Paxton. I feel so bad for him. We don't have any better food for him. Okay, what's wrong with you? Oh, he's just really upset from the mice squeaking. Okay, well, here, just try to go back to bed. He could probably read under the covers for a little bit just to like relax a little bit, maybe read comics or something. I feel like he's probably gonna read Spider-Man or something. Um, Yaritza, let's just have you come and maybe repair a couple things. I need you to like take care of this apartment. Maybe he made you feel so bad that you want to try to clean this apartment up yourself, even though the landlord, hasn't done his part. You gotta pitch in now more. And Paxton, let's just have you go to bed, sir. You can just go to sleep. And you know what? I think that was just so crazy that Leon came over here and he was in need of a place to stay and he acted so rude to Yaritza and also to Dowon. So Yaritza just did what she did. I mean, she stuck up for her kids and for herself, and that's great. But now she feels the need to kind of get her life together more because some stranger she didn't even know was calling her out about her apartment. But anyways, I think we're just gonna try to finish this up a little bit. Dowon is having a hard time sleeping because he's so stressed out. So we're definitely gonna have to think about what we talked about with Lonnie, thinking about like when he's gonna go and move in with his dad. So when does he actually age up? He ages up in 9 days. So we're just gonna have to probably just try to like do some activities with him to make him feel better. Probably gonna have to have Yaritza and Lonnie go out with him to maybe we could like take him on a trip to go skiing or something. We'll figure something out, but she doesn't really have the money for that, but maybe Lonnie would. We could like try that and see how that goes. But I think they need to do some family bonding things just to kind of help the transition when he actually moves out with his dad. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan, I think, for the next episode. I was kind of hoping Yaritza was going to be, kind of close with Leon, but they now are enemies. So, yeah, that didn't go as I planned, but it's kind of cool to see where the game goes. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know what you think about what happened with Leon. Honestly, Leon was just a jerk, it turns out. Yaritza and him, I was hoping were going to work out, but it just didn't go that way. And it's kind of funny, actually, how opposite they were. And, just how Love Struck and all these other packs can affect your game with relationships. It's really cool to see. And also the mods, too. And yeah, also let me know what you think about the plan for Dowon when he's a teenager moving in with Lonnie to kind of be away from Yaritza and get to spend time with his dad and just kind of get to experience the ranch life and then ultimately leave and go become a detective. So, yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I hope y'all are having a peaceful day. And I will speak to you all next time. Bye, Storyteller Squad.